Oh shit! Is it recording?
We're
All right,
sitting out
someone's
here
at
for
the
like an
door.
hour.
Who can it be? Hey man, what's up?
How are
Dude,
you?
good to see you. It's
Good to
Mark
see you.
Tremonti. And Myles, what's
Hey.
up? Welcome back.
Thank you. It's
Hell
good to be
yeah,
back.
man.
Oh! Attack!
She remembers.
She remembers. That's the guy that stole that gear last time. I want to bite him.
And welcome to my studio.
I love it.
It's good
This
to
is
have
great.
you here.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean, you've been here.
I feel like, I'm back home.
There's not much that has happened since you've been here, but
Any new gear I should know about?
always,
Okay,
always new
that's
gear.
good, that's good to hear.
The latest Tube Screamer pillow.
I'm
Now,
gonna
have you
need-
tried to plug
I'm
that
gonna
in
need
yet?
one of those.
Yeah, it's good. You can't leave the dog with that. If there's any pillow like that, she'll like rip everything apart.
Oh, really? That is actually really cool. Where'd you find that?
In Germany somewhere.
Yeah. Do they have other, do you have the
I
Klon
didn't see-
version of that?
I wanted to have the Boss heavy metal, the
All right.
HM2, because
Yeah.
it's Swedish staple, Swedish death metal
Right.
kind of thing. Do you want coffee?
I don't drink coffee. I drink
what?
water.
Oh, do you want coffee?
If I do coffee now, I'll be up all day.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that would be
I
good,
think
but
you should drink
so water?
coffee.
oh, you
I
see
want to
me.
see. I want to see Myles on coffee.
Oh shit.
You saw me earlier. I had a cup.
Oh, does this thing play?
Well, try it. I think there's a high probability that the string will
Yeah.
die, but you can play this.
Nice.
This is the guy he made for James Hetfield, a bunch of these like old
Yeah.
style relic guitars, and then there was a Italian who's like just got inspired and made a small one.
That's great.
Water, you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Do you want water, Myles?
Yeah, water would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not really coffee with Ola though, but it's water with Ola.
Staying hydrated.
Myles, you gonna get your abs in later?
Yeah, why not? Oh,
Gym.
yeah. Nice. We can maybe do let's have a pull-up competition.
Yeah, let's do pull-ups.
Yeah, bro.
Get you on some coffee.
Do you want a
and some
short
pull-ups.
tour? Just check out the place.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love that.
Here, basically, just I photograph guitars, and I have a guitar brand, so I just do all the marketing and photographing,
Gotcha.
product picture and stuff like that in there. Now we have here, it's the Big Boss office. You may enter. It's okay.
Nice. You have some adult beverages?
Wow.
Yes. I didn't ask you. Do you want?
No, it's okay.
I don't drink.
That would be a ratings bonanza, though. You get me good and buzzed. Oh boy.
If you play your riffs wrong,
Well, okay. That's for I had a herniated disc
yeah.
and a lot of back problems.
Now, how did you do the back?
Weighted squats.
Really?
A little too old, a little too brave.
Squats you got to watch the squats.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think banged up my left knee recently. I think doing squats.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's they're good for you, but boy,
Yeah.
they can screw you up.
Dallas Cowboy fan?
That's actually from Vinnie Paul's.
Okay,
hole.
gotcha.
So it's his sign. That
I was there once.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
At the place that they tore down now.
I just remember the pool.
Oh yeah, the whiskey. Pool.
Yeah.
It's all messy in here, but here's where I keep all my amplifiers and.
I love it. This is you're my kind of
This
guy.
is
Ola.
Mark's kind of.
You're my kind of guy.
Here.
Good.
The Warhead.
Yeah, I'm obviously like a Dimebag fan, so
Oh, yeah.
I have a bunch of the Randall stuff. And also, like first amplifier I ever had was a rectifier, so that's always a very can't go wrong.
Oh yeah.
Like
Right.
a rectifier and.
What's your favorite?
Tremoverb.
Yeah.
I have one. That's the best sounding one for some reason.
Yeah.
I
Like, is there
can't put my finger on it. Why? But it's just.
is there a particular era? Like.
That's C, I think, Rev C.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of, talk about what revisions are
Right.
the best, but I don't care that much.
Yeah.
So yeah, otherwise, messy room. It's good to have a room where you just stuff the
Oh,
shit,
yeah.
I
think we all have that kind of room.
Yep. And then we have this room, which is where we conducted the interview last time.
Yeah.
My little amp room's kind of like yours. With
Your
the
little
head
amp
rack.
room.
Yeah. Well, there's amp rack here and here, and then I got the guitars on this side. But
All right.
amps
Nice.
are my obsession.
I know.
More than guitars.
We can connect
Yeah.
a little bit with that. And usually I just keep different like video rooms for different type of videos and shit like that. And then here, it's like the guitar center room where I keep
Oh yeah.
some of my favorite guitars. And obviously, as you can see, like Dimebag guitars,
Oh yeah.
huge fan. Also a John Petrucci nerd as well. That's the tremolo right there. And,
that's an
my
old
favorite.
school one?
That's my favorite, yeah.
That's a Rev C?
Yeah.
Wow, looks brand new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
But that's been yours since the.
No, so my first one was a black-faced regular dual rectifier, like in 94,
Okay.
95. So I found this like 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, really?
I just haven't touched it since.
You know, I had that same blackface. I think
Yep.
I think it was a '94, and I
Yep.
sold it to a buddy. I
Yep.
still regret getting
Yes.
rid of that amp. I went through a lot. You know, it's funny. There was that. I started with the 22 caliber. That's all I could afford.
Dude, those olds.
Those things sound great
Yeah.
to record with.
Yeah.
And then I bought a Mark II-C. I don't think it was it didn't have the graphic.
Okay.
So, and that one I played forever in the 90s. And then got the Triaxis.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that whole
I had
thing?
I
That
had
face
that.
too,
I had
the
that,
rack face.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
I
with
didn't
that
love
power
one.
amp.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah, it didn't
The-
last long in my
The
collection.
thing about the Triaxis that stock, it wasn't that good, but you had to have like there was different mods to it, like the
Oh,
rectal
really?
mod and the fat mod.
That's
So-
right, the fat, yeah.
The fat, but they had the rectal mod was the one that you should have.
Oh, really?
Because that was like the tight John Petrucci.
Right.
And you had the 290 power amp.
Right.
It was like,
I remember I had to save up forever for that rig. I mean,
Yeah.
that wasn't cheap for a
Yeah.
guy working at a guitar
I remember
store.
when we called Boogie for that amp, and they're like, well, Mark, our manager's like, it shows on our files that you have like $20,000 worth of our amplifiers already. You got to return some of them.
that's Vinnie Paul's hat right there.
Ah.
That I got as well.
Wow, that's cool.
What's your favorite modeler or digital?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you like the
It's great.
Yeah.
It's more, I think they all sound about the same nowadays,
Yeah.
right? It's more about which I work the best with. I mean, I love the fractal stuff, but it's a little tougher to dial in. You always have to have a computer. You can't do anything here.
Yeah.
Well, you can, but it's really, really tough. This is a little bit easier. Fender Tonemaster. The quad Cortex is what I'm using the most for live.
That's what I like the best.
Yes.
But I only plug in for a couple hours in each
Okay.
of them.
I'm using this
Okay.
now for effects.
Yeah.
And what's amazing about what I love about this
Yeah.
is when you engage this and you can adjust.
Yeah.
It's Quad Cortex.
that's-
The
does
quad
too.
Cortex does that as well.
That's really brilliant. But yeah, those are. I mean, they sure make your life easier. You don't have to drag all those pedals around.
But you still use amplifiers live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I have. I brought out a Quad Cortex to try out, but I didn't use it. I use it for an effect.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
But I get frustrated if I plug into something and I have to spend an hour learning it. I'm
Yeah.
like, just plug into an amp.
Yeah. So what I learned is that the quad Cortex is really good for the capturing of amplifiers. So that's like where it really shines, in my opinion. Like if you capture the preamp.
That's like a Kemper thing, or
It's a Kemper thing, basically. But it's really accurate, sounds really good. The response is better too, in my opinion. With the regular amplifiers, you can, that's
Yeah.
why you use amplifiers. You want to have the direct response.
Yeah.
With modelers, there's a little bit of, the digital to analog conversion, all that.
I didn't like, for the rhythm stuff and the digital stuff, I thought the rhythms were tight and
Yeah,
precise,
yeah.
but then when the leads, I didn't like it.
No.
But when I plugged into the Quad Cortex, it's like these leads are juicy.
It feels right.
Yeah.
And that's the struggle right now, I think. Like they sound amazing, all of them, but you need to have that. There's a latency thing that a lot of guitar players feel immediately that you don't feel when you plug in. You get a direct response from a real amplifier, but with the modeling stuff, you get a little bit of a latency, and
Sort of
definitely
like
affects me.
So when you're doing like fast picking, like
Yes.
alternate picking, you kind of feel that.
Yes.
Really?
You want to catch the string, and if I do tremolo picking, I don't feel like I necessarily can catch the string.
Yeah, that's. But I back in the day used to notice that even with some tube amps.
Yeah.
They would it's just that reaction, and
Yeah.
that's so, especially once you cross a certain point with your alternate picking.
Yes.
It's like.
But then you can also say that, as soon as you're standing this far from a cabinet, you also get a latency
Right.
of a couple of milliseconds.
True.
So you can, there's... I'm really just very, very anal about the latency. That's all, like I do tests and stuff like that just to be able to know that. I want to know if I can get something better.
Now, is
I
there
wanna have it.
anything out of all the ones you've, like as far as modeling goes, the one that's the least latency?
I think the Quad Cortex is good
Really?
enough right now, and these are also great. But the thing is that the more stuff you add, it's always going to introduce latency.
Right.
And then you have wireless units. Wireless units also
Right.
introduce.
I don't do
5
wireless
He
either.
doesn't do wireless.
That's great.
Yeah.
What are you using nowadays in terms of?
On stage, I use the Synergy amp
Okay.
mixed with the MT100, and now
Okay.
I added 5153 in the mix as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's on for live or
For live, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think the 5153 just goes to the front of the house, but I have it in my ears.
Okay.
But we were doing pre-production for this record, and
Yeah.
Wolfie had the 5153 50-watt
Yeah.
amps, and they sounded so good right out of the gate. So
Were you using that when we were doing pre-pro?
you
or-
were using it, and I was
Yeah.
like, that tone is killer. So he hooked him up with one of them, and it might even be the one that we used in pre-pro.
Was
I don't
it?
know.
I love that. It really. I can hear it on this record too.
Yeah.
I feel like it added something to the upper mids that didn't exist before. Because I'm still using the Diesel VH4 on this
Yeah,
record
yeah.
with that same
Upper mids are so important.
Well, that's where we sit, you know.
Yeah.
When
People
you
are
do
so-
the optical, when you're dialing in an amp, when we were doing the MT100, I was sitting there with Paul and Doug, and you would just yes or no, like just like a vision test. And it seems like the biggest change, the thing I liked the most was adding certain parts of the upper mids.
Yeah.
That's the most character you can, for some reason, in
I
dialing
mean,
in
that's
the voice
where
of
the
an amp.
guitars need to be too,
Yeah.
because it's otherwise you're going to go into the bass
Yeah.
area or the too much highs are in, you're getting crossfire with the vocals, for
Right.
instance. But so it's the upper mids are disgusting to EQ, but when you find it, it's
Yeah.
it's nice. So do you change amps in between the songs?
No,
Or?
one tone. Yeah.
Oh, that's one tone.
And I
But
always
you
set.
mix amplifiers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mix all three of them, and
Okay.
I just set one delay through the whole thing.
Okay.
I don't go song by song.
Okay.
I want to keep everything simple. My tech, Scott Davis, when I see my rig ready for tour, it's super complicated. I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know how to turn
All
it
right.
on.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's usually just 2 amps, 2 cabinets. But now we added the 5153. Now it's 3 in my ears, 1 out front of the house.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I was noticing as I was listening to the new album that the first song has a little bit more of a rockier vibe to it, but then you have other songs that are completely like solo tuned and a lot of
Yeah.
gain.
Yeah.
But is it still the same amp combo, or is it?
Yeah. I mean, we go in the studio with Elvis, and we do an amp day where it's one of my favorite days. You just bring in all your favorite amps. I have a car full of things, and
Did you ever try the Badlander?
no, no.
That's a great
I'd love to try it.
Which one?
The Rectifier Badlander, because it has that little bit of a more upper mid.
Is it a newer amp or an old amp?
5 years?
No, I mean, I haven't bought any new amps other than the Synergy and the
Yeah.
5153.
Yeah.
I've gone back into just buying old amps. But I love, like when we did the record, Elvis loves the Cornford RK100.
Okay.
That's a great amp.
Yeah.
The Tremonti MT100, the 5153.
Is the MT100 available?
Yeah.
To get now? Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Because it's been, I know you couldn't get it when it was announced or something like that, but it's available
Yeah.
now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The MT15 is, I was completely blown away when I tried it the first time. It was the first time there was a small amplifier head that actually sounded great.
Yeah, that was.
And full-size tubes, that's it.
Yeah.
I try all these small amplifiers today, and they don't.
They have the
sound
6V6s or whatever.
Right. Yeah, and the EL84s and all
Yeah.
that, but it doesn't sound right. That's still the smallest amp.
Yeah.
Sounds like an amp.
When I asked them, I'm like, can we put? I'm a 6L6 guy. Can we put those in the amp? They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So, but I was, I'm a amp guy. So when they're talking about doing a signature amp, I was afraid. I'm like, I don't want to put some out and have people not
Yes.
like it because I love amps too
and
much.
then you start using something else.
Yeah, and that's why I told Paul, I'm like, I'm not a 1 amp guy.
Yeah.
Even if I come out with an amp and somebody comes out with something better,
Yeah.
I'm going to use that as
Yeah.
well. And when I had the light bulb moment when I was online, and I was on the Musician's Friend,
Yeah.
and all the top selling amps were the Lunchbox,
Yeah.
the 15-watt amps.
Yeah.
I'm like, perfect, I can
Yeah.
do that. I'm not required to play it on stage if I don't need to,
Yeah.
but it
Must
did.
have been a success.
Yeah, it got Best in Show at NAMM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam Ash himself put the Best in Show thing on there, and no, I love it. It's what I use at home mostly.
Yeah. So talking about the new album, Self-titled.
Yeah.
Can I ask, when is the perfect, like in the span of a band's existence, when is the best time to release a self-titled album?
On their eighth record.
Eighth record, okay.
I mean, technically, probably the first would probably be, we kind of, you know,
Yeah.
we're 8 late.
Well, I don't
technically.
know, because you see bands do it anytime, like in the span. A lot of, like you said, the first one is probably pretty...
It's probably
common.
ideal.
So why is it self-titled now on the
Because
eighth
we're
one?
fucking lazy.
Or it's like, okay, this is you, like, this is really the band. And this is what we are. What is the...
It's a reset.
Yeah,
It's
reset.
A reset, okay.
You know, we've got such a catalog now that you kind of get lost. You'll start getting lost in it. So
Yeah.
we're just giving a. You know how when you're practicing licks on the guitar, you focus on the lick up and you focus on that first of the beat. Keep those phrases in time. That's how we were doing it with the solo, with the self-titled record. We didn't
really give it much. I mean, it was really just. It was very. I think it was just in conversation. Let's just call the record.
Yeah.
You know, self-titled. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there was really no rhyme or reason. There was no like, oh, this is a statement, and you know, we keep using the word reset. I don't know what that actually means. It sounds good.
Was there a reset needed?
I don't know if it was needed, but I feel like this definitely kind of sums up. I feel like the consistent thread throughout all these records, which is that we're a riff-based band with melody. You know, that's just it is what it is. We don't really, you know, something trend-wise might come along. You might go, oh, that's kind of cool, and you might integrate a little bit of that along the way. But for the most part, this is what we do.
Yeah.
So this record, I feel like, is very much keeping up with that tradition.
Okay.
The sonic hallmarks are there, and there's not a lot of, you know, I don't feel like it's veering too far anyway. It's just right down the middle what Alter Bridge is. So in that sense, it kind of makes sense to call it Alter Bridge.
So how do you split up like the songwriting aspect of this? Like, do you throw in ideas to a mix, and do you work on songs together, or is it like, oh, these are Myles songs and these are Mark songs, or like, how does it work?
They start as our songs, and then it becomes Alter Bridge once we get in the room together with everybody.
Okay, gotcha. So you still jam songs in that sense.
Once we get the pre-production. So on this record, me and Myles have this healthy competitive writing thing where if I turn in 4 songs to the Dropbox file,
he needs to.
Next week we have 5. You know, so at the end we're always, you know, we're always under the gun.
Yeah.
But by the time it comes to the record, we'll have 16, 17 songs to choose from.
Right.
We'll go in, and then that's when Brian and Flip get in there with us, and that's when it starts sounding like Alter Bridge.
Yeah. Those two make a big difference because of their feel.
Yep.
You know, they really are. Like, if you heard the crappy demos I put up with, you know, just you got to hear this drum programming. I mean, it's next level bad.
I'm lucky because my demos have.
Well, yeah, you had.
I just call Scott. He lives down the street.
Comes.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
But mine it's easy drummer, and I'm doing the best I can. But when it's fun when you hear an actual drummer.
Yeah.
And that feel and the human element, and it just takes the song to a whole.
You don't know if it's going to work until you have a
you
drummer
don't.
playing.
You really don't know.
No.
That's a good point. The first single that we released, the Silent Divide, is a good example of that, because that demo was, once again, crappy, easy. You know, no, I love Easy Drummer, by the way. Easy Drummer, you're the best. But like, just as far as what I can do with it, and what the lack of feel, like that Scott brings that feel, and so hearing the difference from that to the end it's night and day.
Does it feel like you have pre-production, then you head in and you play the songs together, and it just creates a whole new song? Like, in terms of, oh, this felt way different than I initially thought about this.
Absolutely. And then what's great is you all get in the same room together, and then, you know, you have new parts that come into the mix, like the middle section. You know, Mark had that great dun, you know, that never would have existed.
No.
So there's no I in team, right?
Yeah.
And we definitely, you know, live in that realm.
Well, so I figured you would. I wanted you to show me some riffs.
All right.
If you can play some of the cool intro riffs from. There's a really bunch of super sick heavy riffs on this album, but maybe you can show me some.
So
other things as
yesterday we found out we were doing this, and I haven't learned. I'd have to like see
well.
if I remember it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So let's just have some. We're just
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
play
yeah.
around, see what happens. Basically.
I can show you breaking the law.
Oh hell yeah! Very cool. Awesome.
It's funny. There's a misconception that guitar players know everything that they put on record.
I know.
None of I mean, 20 records deep.
Yeah.
It's impossible to remember it all.
Well, do you know the? What is the song? It's Test and Enable.
Yeah, that's easy.
This
Yeah,
riff,
yeah.
Very heavy.
Yeah, you could
that's
do
easy.
that, right?
It'd take me 2 minutes to relearn it. Yeah.
That's heavy as hell.
It's probably rubbed off from my Seven Dust buddies. You know?
Definitely. No, but there's a lot of that going on, and I think what makes Alter Bridge is definitely the balance between these insanely heavy, like almost death metal inspired riffs, and then these melodic parts that just come in, and it works really well.
That's the form. If there was an Alter Bridge formula, it's being as melodic as possible, but having fun on the guitar. And, and, you know.
And the importance. I understand you understand the importance of the riff.
Yeah, the riff and the melody. You know, that's melody's top, riff right underneath it, and then lyrics and everything else.
Lyrics. Who cares?
I want to hear you
lyrics?
play that riff.
Yeah.
Let's head into the other room.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. I haven't seen this version of the Synergy.
Yeah. The tube.
I have the rack.
Oh yeah. This is 30 watt, so it's still a small version.
I think it's one of the best things I've found in the past 5 years or so as far as amps go.
Yeah. I mean, being modular and that's.
Have you tried them yet?
No, I haven't
They're
tried.
so good.
Really?
They're good.
Yeah.
They're good. Yeah, you just pop in a module like this. I mean, I was a fan of the Randall had something like this.
Yeah, remember you had one of those. Yeah.
And it's basically the same thing. A little bit more safe, I think, because on the Randall one, if you put your hand in, you would.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's it's high voltage.
Did anybody die?
I don't think so, but they figured it out.
Now, what about the power? I mean, is it like?
Oh well, so.
Tubes. Okay, so are they
this is. That's the thing. That they have tubes in them, so they're tubes in these modules.
All right.
Right there. And then there's a couple of preamp tubes inside, I think, and then the power amp tubes.
Elvis loved them in the studio.
And what are the 6L6s or?
On this one, it's 6L6,
Okay.
but I think you can change to.
But it's just funny how you get everybody from Diesel to Fender to Wagner
Friedman,
all playing along in the
Right.
same thing.
Yep. And now they're releasing a Marshall, licensed Marshall.
Ah.
So it opens up a lot.
I've had a few messages with the guys, and they talked about doing the signature thing with them. I just have to talk with Paul and see if that's cool. But
Yeah.
I'd be down. Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah,
Can't beat them, join them.
Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely. And it's definitely the way to go with the amplifiers, because people want to have it smaller, more modular and all that. So it's definitely, I mean, it's fun with amplifiers, but it's a luxury item for a lot of people. It's a lot simpler.
This is great. My little Bad Horsey wah.
Yeah. Have you always used
I have a signature wah, but it's a Morley wah.
Yeah.
And we kind of started with the Bad Horsey as a template, and I just altered it for.
It was the first really good optical wah, I think.
Yeah, and I got so used to it, I can't do the crybaby thing anymore. I need to just be able to step off.
Yeah.
But they're great.
But otherwise, you're running very simplified rig, like a tube screamer. Classic.
I have a hand-wired tube screamer. Actually, on this last tour, I was using might have been a Wampler, very close to a tube screamer, but I use a wah pedal. Actually, I don't really need the tube screamer anymore. I use so much the gain.
Right.
Even at noon on these amps, you have enough gain. And then in the loop, I have a G-Lab delay that I love, the SD1. And I use the little OC5 octave, Boss octave sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You use the drop pedal too, right?
The drop pedal for, especially when I'm doing the solo band.
Yeah.
The tunings are all over the place, and I don't want to have to keep changing guitars, so I'll just step on the pedal.
Right.
You have a DB. You have a DB meter. I like that. That's
DB
awesome.
meter?
like one of those little snark, or any sort of like a little tuner thingy?
That's the 100 water.
I think that is the 100 watt. Yeah.
EL 3400 water.
Yeah.
How do you connect to
Yeah, they're great.
just that tuner?
That's not your Sigma. That's the.
No, that's the NF53.
Are those humbuckers? Or are they?
I don't know what these
The
are. I
little
think
skinny
it's like
humbuckers?
I think it's the same concept.
You have a booster as well if you need, but
Oh, that's
it's okay.
Yeah. Contour. Wow. What does that do? It's different. I don't know what the con.
But isn't it just like a boost?
I don't think it has a gain boost. I don't know if it's.
If you disengage, what happens? It might just engage a boost when you're.
Yeah. Now you don't have a drop pedal, do you?
I can fix the drop pedal, yes.
Because then if this is down in B,
Absolutely, smart.
we can just step on it. Do you play in that? What do you play in that verse? Oh. He's got a way better memory than I do. Like if I don't play
good.
something that night,
I don't know about
I don't
that.
remember it. No, you remember like old rat riffs from when you were a kid.
I what?
You like remember rat riffs.
Well, those are easy. I used to love that one.
It's the chug capo. It's like one of those pedals. It's like, would you rather do this or this?
Oh, so is that what you used in the studio?
No, I used the baritone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I won't play along with you because I'll be out of tune.
Just show me this riff and then you can play something
All right,
else
cool.
together. Yeah, sure.
Well, we could play this riff in its original tuning, and then we could play it together in
Or-
its not
yes.
original tuning. Or you're so good you could transpose that part.
Just show them the riff. Just show them the riff.
So
yeah.
here's how the riff goes.
That shift
In the
from
chorus.
being so evil
Yeah.
to be so melodic, it's immediate.
And it's funny on that tune, the lyrics are very positive.
Yes.
And the whole rest of the record's negative Nelly.
You know, I'm a happy guy.
And it's usually the other way around. Usually I'm like the metal guy who's writing all the.
Do you write all the lyrics? Awesome.
You know, it just kind of depends.
Yeah.
Depends what era we were in. I think on this record, I don't know what percentage. I don't know, 90% of the.
Like if I'm singing, I'm writing the lyrics when
Yes.
I'm singing, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I'm singing about rainbows and happiness, and then the rest of the record's dark.
Yeah, it's a
and-
dark record. Yeah, it's a dark
That's
record.
great. What else should you can you play together?
Well, we can go back up to standard tuning,
Yeah,
and he can play. He can play with me.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of like almost a classic rock version of
There
it.
you go. All right. can't hear you, Myles.
Oh, I can turn it up. We are. How's that? All right, cool.
We could do. Want to do we have the single, so we've learned that. You know, like a lot of the stuff, you record in the studio, and then a couple months later you forget it unless you relearn it.
But we've been doing an acoustic version.
Okay.
So we'll do the electric acoustic.
We'll do the electric
version with distortion.
That's a good idea.
So check out this arrangement: 2 times through the main riff, into the bridge, coming out of the bridge.
Wait, no. We'll do the riff, but go into the chord. You know. With the Jesus. And then go to the bridge. Just do the progression, or do you just want to do the?
Just skip the chorus and just do the riff, go into the bridge, and then.
Well, that's weird because normally our motto as songwriters and performers is "Don't bore us, get to the chorus." So now you're saying we're going to pull the chorus.
We're pulling the chorus. We're going to bore us. We're going to bore us. You ever have gig mares where you're about to play a show and you haven't learned anything, and you got about 10 minutes before you're about to hit the stage?
Not like that. I like to over prepare, but.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you have those nightmares, right?
Well, so what I do is that I have to play all the solos at least once before the show.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I would do. But what I'm saying is like when they said yesterday we're going to get out here and play all the riffs from the record, I'm like, it's one of those.
Since you wrote the riffs, you'll probably just find your way.
Muscle memory kind of thing, yeah.
But how do you decide on a set list for this? Like how many songs are you going to play from this new one?
We probably play about 18 songs for a set, and then we'll probably do, I don't know, 4 or 5 songs, and then kind of rotate them as we go.
Yeah.
It's tricky because we're to the point, you know, with we're 8 records in.
Yeah.
And, you know, people pay they want to see certain songs that they expect. And you have to be careful because the newer material, though it's fun for you to play because it's new and fresh, to the fan, they're like, I'm not as familiar with that. Please play this song from 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And then online, people will complain that they didn't hear the new songs, but
Well, that's the thing, right? You can't make everyone happy.
No, you can't. You just do the best you can.
And the thing is that if you have a 3-hour concert playing everything that people want, they're going to say that it's
too long.
much.
Yeah, I know. It's a. I don't know how to navigate these waters. Please help.
Ask me for.
This guitar that Myles is playing was set up by Yngwie's
True story.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yes,
Peter.
Exactly. Why is it out of tune though?
Because the strings
Brand new
are brand new.
strings. Actually, it's the guy playing it. The guy playing it sucks.
No, I know those guys. Those guys are amazing. They're
Yeah.
really helpful. Great store.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
that store. You have all these guitar centers and like Thomann in Europe, really big stores people buy new from. So you can't compete with that with the prices for the pricing. So you go and you concentrate on used guitars.
And I like the old stuff way better anyways.
Yeah. Well, it's way more fun. You can find, that's the other thing, if you go to a guitar center, it's going to be the same stuff in every store.
Yeah. Is Thomann the one, the big, huge 4-story one?
It's a city, basically.
I love that place. Yeah.
No, it's incredible. Have you ever been inside there and see how like the machines work and all that stuff? And it's.
I went to the back hallway because I was playing some guitars, and he took me to show me the one room where he had all of the guitars stored, and it was just 10 times as many guitars and storage than there are in the showroom. I spent a lot of money in that place.
Yeah.
You go out on a tour and then you spend all your money you made on tour on the gear, so you got to start back over.
You just got to go home and write more music then.
That's right.
Pay for the bills. How do you, you both have all your own solo projects as well, and obviously now you Creed also are playing.
Yeah.
Like how, that must be so tough to schedule everything.
Yeah.
In terms of just making everything fit.
You should get that guy who's sleeping on your couch in here to tell you.
That takes care of that.
It's we pretty much go 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
Even in the business in general, you have to tour. You have to plan your touring so far in advance because buildings are scheduled a year in advance.
Yeah.
So we're already booked through next fall, I think so far.
Well,
Yeah.
So it's basically a full Alter Bridge tour year next year.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But so far we've planned through late summer, early fall, and then we'll keep going through the winter. And but you have to get way ahead of it because everybody wants the same venues.
So that's the gist of it.
Very cool.
Yeah. Should we do, what would be a good one? Maybe, you know, that's the, I think that's the second song I ever learned on the guitar.
Oh, yeah?
The first song I ever learned, there was a band from the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
They were called Rail.
Yeah.
And they were, on MTV they had this thing called the Basement Tapes.
Okay.
And they won, so it was such a big deal for everybody in the Pacific Northwest because like kind of a local band, even though Spokane, we were like 5 hours from where they were from, but they won.
Yeah.
And I think the song was called Bandit. It was like, I think that's how it goes. It's been like 40 years.
Yeah.
But then the same day, my buddy was like, "Oh, it's kind of like breaking the law."
Yeah.
So that was the gateway drug. How about you? What was your first?
Like everybody else, it was probably Smoke on the Water or Iron Man
that's
or
mine.
something. Yeah.
That's mine.
Just,
Yeah, Smoke on the Water.
Yes.
And then it
I don't
was
know why. Why is that
It's
the
just because
staple riff?
it's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I remember my mom picked me up from daycare, so I would have been like 5.
Yeah.
And she had the radio on, and I hear the, you know, and I was just like, wow, what, you know, it's the power of the riff, even with the little kid, you know. It's
well.
just
That's
so
why
compelling.
when I heard Myles play the,
Yeah.
it's just that classic, almost like
It is.
it's like a Judas Priest came out with a song in
Yep.
2025, right?
Yeah. And it's like on the album, that is the first song, and it's
Yeah.
really like setting the tone. That's why I said earlier, like it sounded a little bit more rock,
Yeah.
and then you get the next song, it's like immediately like super metal sounding, which is, you know, the balance in Alter Bridge where it goes, you know, it could be anything,
Yeah, yeah.
but it always ends on the melodic, you
Yeah,
know, route.
that's kind of
And
what
I'm
we tried.
surprised, you know, when I turned in the demo for the second track, which is called Rue the Day now, it's tuned down to where I would sing it down in B.
Right.
But when I turned it in, I just kept it there, and it fit his voice just fine. I thought we'd have to tune it up.
No.
And that riff, something like that, if you tune it up to standard, it's not going to be the same.
No.
You know?
It's weird playing because right now we're in standard tuning, even though my ears, it's like it sounds just a little. Everything sounds a little brighter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because we're a half step down on the record, but we're just lazy and didn't feel like doing the guitars down another half step.
Whatever riffs do we have on this new record that you remember?
Oh, geez.
Well, there's and it's not just the ones you remember, but the ones that you could play and are
Yeah,
like, wow,
exactly.
hit, that's cool. When you take the drums and the rhythm
I mean,
section
you know,
away.
do you remember?
I play that in open D5.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Because I could just do the, you know. I mean, you want to do something from the last record? You want to just do like Silver Tongue? That's easy.
I'd have to relearn that shit. Most of the stuff I remember is like old school shit, like
Isolation.
Isolation.
Yep.
How about, do you remember Blackbird?
Yes, I remember
Do
Blackbird.
that.
Yeah, the good thing about Blackbird is I'll never forget it because that's kind of, I use Blackbird for sound checking clean tones.
Right.
So
Let me borrow that bad boy.
Yep.
So this thing's out of tune again.
I forgot to ask, but one thing I was just so impressed by when I found out that you did the Frank Sinatra thing, and I remember my jaw dropped just hearing like how well you do it.
Thank you.
But also, my son has autism.
Okay.
And you know, I heard later that it's for charity.
Yeah.
Completely. So can you tell me a little bit more about the whole thing?
So I was at a Christmas party and I was singing Christmas songs, Bing Crosby style, and I was like, this stuff fits my voice better than the rock stuff does.
Right.
And then I fell in with Sinatra and I just started reading his books and watching his movies and went down the rabbit hole, and I saw some songs. I'm like, I'm going to try and sing like him. Just like when you're a young guitar player, you see Steve Vai and you try to replicate what he's doing. I listened. I took Frank's. I'd write down his phonetically how he sang the songs, and then it was during the beginnings of COVID, so I would take my son to soccer practice and I would just listen to one song. I'd scoot the words around how he phrased them. I would show where he put vibrato, how he changed his vowel sounds, all the little nitpicky stuff. And I started getting better at it, and I'm like, what am I going to do with this? It's just kind of fun. And then we got the diagnosis that my pregnant wife, our daughter, was going to be born with Down syndrome. So it was kind of like this was all meant to be, you know, because in the books I had read that Sinatra raised over $1 billion for charity.
Yeah.
And it's like immediately I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a Sinatra record. I'm going to do it for charity. I'm going to do it for the Down syndrome community. And it's so funny how everything just kind of fell right. All the stars aligned. Like I called my manager and I said, hey, I want to do this project. Let's call some local musicians and put a record together. He goes, dude, why would we call local musicians? My guitar teacher growing up was Frank Sinatra's guitar player.
Oh.
I'm like, are you kidding me? So he sets up this meeting with Dan McIntyre, great, brilliant guitar player, and Mike Smith, who was Frank Sinatra's band leader, like alto sax, phenomenal player. And he tells them what I wanted to do, and they're like, hell, can the kids sing? So Tim's like, when you go up there, you got to mind your P's and Q's. And these guys are like super hardcore, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's like, aren't you nervous? I'm like, I'm prepared. And I'm doing this for charity. What do I got to be nervous for? So we went up there. We recorded Luck Be a Lady and That's Life. And the band loved it. The Sinatra family approved the project. And they don't approve. They kept on telling Tim, no. Tim would be like, hi, I want no. Tim, I want no. And then after the 20 phone calls, we finally got approvals, and now we've done 2 records. We tour. We're doing 4 shows in December. We just did the show last week. It's all been for charity. We opened up a Down syndrome clinic, the first lifespan Down syndrome clinic in the southeast of the United States. Wow. In the first year, we have 320 patients with Down syndrome in the first year. So that's my
congratulations.
My favorite thing. Thank you.
Really admirable.
Thank you very much.
Just gave me a completely different side.
I would love for you to get involved. You know, if you want to get, it's called Take a Chance for Charity.
Right.
You know, if there's something you can think of that's not what people would know you for.
Right.
Like that's why I did the Sinatra thing, because it's like,
oh, that's so cool.
Say you like singing like Michael Jackson, whatever it is. You record it, you put it out, your fan base buys it, and then you just
that's a great
pick your charity and
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Do you have anything planned with more than touring, or
keep
on doing this?
Yeah, we did the fundraiser last week, and thanks to Myles and the guys in Alter Bridge and Mammoth, we raised a ton of money, and we have 4 shows. All the shows go to charity. They're in Orlando, New York, Jersey, Chicago. We came over here once. We played London. That was fun. I want to come back as soon as we can.
Do a tour.
Yeah, we tour as much as we can, but it's kind of hard because the main band is a 17-piece brass band, so it's kind of expensive. If, say, I've come to a city and we don't sell tickets, all the money you're trying to raise goes out the window. So we'd have to be careful with it. But we just did an octet, which is way more easy to
Yeah,
do.
easy to move around.
So I want to do it, you know. Hopefully you can come out and see a show. I joke with these guys all the time, but it's my favorite band to play in, this Sinatra thing, because it's so satisfying.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. That's I'll share some links as well on the,
I appreciate
video,
it.
so
Appreciate it.
just
But yeah, if you want to get involved, you let me know.
Oh wow. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Blackbird is, I wouldn't say it's your Nothing Else Matters, but it's you know a little bit like, it's become a little bit like your
That's our stairway to heaven.
your stairway to heaven. Exactly. But obviously, I take it as a compliment. Not
Thank
as
you. You know, it's the song that if we don't play it live, our
Yes.
fans will throw tomatoes at us.
Yeah.
Oh, do the signature intro. We can just do part by
Okay.
part. Just show them.
All right, so the intro. This is where Myles does his sweet little leads.
Well, then if the vocals, but I have all the effects. And then the cymbals, and this is where we kick in the go to the heavy part. So you want to. And then it would go into the solos. And that's kind of the gist of the. Yeah, that's basically the parts, unless we're forgetting something. I think that's the. Because my solo's over. I think it's over that progression, and then your solo's over the actual chorus progression. But yeah, that song, it's interesting because that song was. I mean, it took us a long time.
Yeah.
I think that's probably to this day the song that took us the longest to finish.
It all started with having that little part sitting around.
Yeah.
When you have a part like that and you've written it, it's not something that I ever thought about putting a melody over because it's hard to sing when you're playing it. So when he sang over it, we were onto something, and then we took a break. We're like, all right, I remember we were doing the Blackbird record, and we'd written it. This is the last song, I think. When we finished the song, we were like, all right, the record's ready to go.
Yeah.
But we had the verse going. He threw the great melody and started maybe even singing lyrics over it. And we broke into separate rooms. We're like, all right, we need a chorus for this. And sometimes in 6/8, choruses don't come as easy, Big anthemic choruses are tough to come up with. So we broke for 20 minutes, and Myles came back in. I think I got this thing, and he came back in with a chorus.
It was weird, though, but what was fascinating about that was it was like a dance. It was a rehearsal room. It was in Orlando, so we had one room, and then I think there was some sort of like dance group in one of the other rooms. There was some.
And they inspired him.
Well, no, there was this cacophony of whatever their thing was. Those guys were. I was hearing noise, and there was another room, and it was like I heard all of these sounds kind of come together, and out of that, you know how sometimes you'll hear just like a refrigerator, and you'll hear like almost like a chord, and then the melody you'll hear a melody come from. I don't know, like I sing along with the refrigerator. A strange person, but that's where it happened.
Sing along with the fire alarm at the show.
Let the wind carry you home. Yeah. Let the wind carry you home. And then just ran in and. But another thing that was really fun about that, once we had that, and then we had the bridge section.
Same thing. Well, same thing happens. I remember we had this song going. It's like Myles and Elvis are really big about not staying in the tonal center throughout the whole song. There has to be a time where you're switching keys. So when it went to. That was, so we worked on how we're going to do that, and that came relatively quickly. But then it was, what else are we going to do here? So me and Myles again, all right, let's go work on it. And like I said, we have this healthy, competitive nature about writing. So we both run into a room trying to write as fast as we can. We both come in, I got it. And so we both played these parts, and we're like, well, and then we just played them over top of one another, and we're like, that's the magic.
Well, it was the thing for me was when it was at the end, and we come out of that chorus and it goes back into the. And so you were doing that, and then you go do that thing, and then I was like, oh yeah, and that. So do that. That was where. That was something where, to me, that highlighted the power of getting in a room with people. Because I would have never thought to have taken that part and put it against that.
Yeah.
But it was just, I don't know, that was when the goosebumps happened.
It makes a huge, I don't care how good of a songwriter you are on your own, when you get with a team of people and you start playing through it, things are going to come up that you wouldn't have thought about, and it always. I think if you get to 60% on your own, that last 40% is going to come with the team. And little things like, say you write a verse and you're like, I got to do something different with the second verse. And you overthink it, and then you got another guitar player that just arpeggiates over top of what you're already doing. You're like, oh, that's it. Something as simple as that. Like Myles said earlier, there's no I in team.
There's no I in team.
Very cool. Dude, I'm not going to bother you. You don't have to play anymore. You've done so well.
Oh, thank you.
It. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, and
absolutely.
Easy. And
I feel like I already know you from seeing your clips online.
That's cool.
Yeah, because you're in my everything I click on are amps and guitars, and you're like in the same world. So I'm always seeing your posts. So
yeah, I appreciate that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's great.
And if you're ever in Florida,
yes,
got to come by my place and check out the amps,
that's what
right?
I wanted to hear.
It's pretty. I mean, it is. Like I almost feel like you built that one room, because that one room is where actually that one room, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you would be in heaven. So you should go check it out.
There's not a lot of people that appreciate it. Like I have guitar player friends, but as long as they've got their angle or something, they're like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
But I'm.
Did I do that right?
I'm a Dumble fanatic.
Yes.
And Paul, I remember doing a show with Paul Reed Smith.
Yeah.
And there was a bunch of amps on stage, and all the endorsers ran up to play with their amp, and I saw Dumble. I'd never played one.
Yes.
And ever since then, it's like putting a needle in the heroin in the vein. It was. I've been chasing them down ever since, and the ones I have now are.
Oh, you have a couple.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was crazy initially. It's funny, like you're paying how much for an amp?
I see if you watch them on eBay, they're quite a lot.
It's nuts, but he had the last laugh because now they've appreciated so much.
And if you're in it early enough, and then you're just trading for the going value, you're not spending any money. So I've had 10 Dumbles over the years, and But I've bought and sold and traded, so it's not like I'm spending any more money.
No.
I'm just selling them. But I recently got one from Paul Reed Smith. Me and Paul are kindred spirits when it comes to amplifiers and microphones. Like a microphone Myles used on this last record I got from Paul. But yeah, if you're ever in town,
Yes.
I love people that know amps to come in here
That
and
sounds.
play them.
I'll probably have to take up on that.
Yeah,
one day.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, you should do it. You'd love it.
Go to Disney World and come play amps.
And then you guys could. Then you play pinball.
Oh yeah.
You play pinball?
He's got a
Yeah,
massive pinball collection.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
it's,
buddy.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Pix.
Pix.
Yes.
I just shipped a whole truck full of amps to Nashville because I had
yeah?
to make space, and it's just stuff I'm not using. Good stuff. Actually, one Dumble's in there.
Wow. I never tried a Dumble.
Oh, you'll
So
love it.
it's all like one of those things you only see on YouTube.
Yeah, you know what I like about it is you plug in, it makes you play different. You know,
Okay.
if I'm plugging into a boogie or something,
Yeah.
you're not going to do that on a Dumble.
Very
You know, it makes you, I don't know, makes me feel more mature when I play. It makes me want to play more mature. It makes me want to play more like if I was in Steely Dan or something.
Right.
Have you ever found any space where you can use it? Like in
Yeah,
the
we
music?
tracked with it.
Okay.
Myles used one of the Dumbles for all the leads on the last record,
I did.
the black Dumble.
Which record?
Maybe Pawns and Kings or Walk the Sky, either one.
I might have used it. I can't remember. I don't think I used it for all leads. I know I used it on something. But yeah, they definitely make you play different.
Yeah.
They're very. It is a very unique amp in a good way. It'll make you sound like Larry Carlton.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
show you a little-
I wish, but
So Paul sent me this video of the one that I just got from him.
Yeah.
This is the Dumble Dimed. I've got the treble on a third, the mid-range on 2/3 time.
It's very Mark Knopfler.
Yeah, yeah.
About 2/3. It's got this big throaty tone.
And that's the 50-watt version of it.
How many exist?
Just about 300 overdrive specials. There's
Yeah.
12 steel string singers.
Yeah.
There's 3 of the best amp I think he's ever made, the Megaplex.
Oh, okay.
But you'd have to sell a kidney to get one of those.
Yeah,
They're
okay.
impossible. But I played one. I took my tech to play one, and he lost his mind over it. I know all 3 owners of them,
Yeah.
and one of the guys is the guy who, 2 of the guys run the Dumble name now.
Oh, okay, okay.
And I played his. I'm like, come on, what's your price? Everybody's got a price, and he's like, I'm telling you, you have to. When I die, contact my wife, and I'm not selling it
Okay.
while I'm alive. He's already been offered $400,000 for it. He said no.
it's crazy, right?
Oh, that is crazy.
Yeah. There is a steel string singer for sale right now. It was Carlos Santana's,
Oh, okay.
but I wanted to try it if it wasn't working at the time. So something silly. I think they fixed something silly
Okay.
about it, but still haven't played one. Hey girl, hey girl, do you like guitars?
No, she does not.
Really?
No. Well, I stand and yell in the other room, and she comes in and checks status.
My daughter,
Immediately out.
if I sit there and I'm practicing my guitar, she'll go, all done,
Oh, hold on.
all done.